What's up guys, we're back again with my favorite easy decks that professional players are playing in the meta. These decks are played at the top of ladder and they generally give pretty good matchups. Let's break down why they're so strong and make all of our opponents hate us. If you want to see more of any of the decks today, make sure to check out the pinned comment or the description of the video for another full video on each one of the decks. It's time to jump right into the action and assert dominance. All right, we got a game against Max. What's up, dude? We are ready to maximize our positive elixir trades and spam our goblins. Love dropping goblins inside corner because it gives us one extra hit on the tower. And what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna take the damage? Nah, you're gonna go in for a giant skeleton. So giant skeleton makes me think it might be a graveyard deck. It could also be Royale Giant. It could also be giant skeleton clone. Well, it's fine for us because we got Tombstone, Tornado, and everything we could ever ask for to counter you. So I'm going to wait for our P.E.K.K.A to get targeted so then we can drop high archers and say hello to his archers and finish them off with the family reunion. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a Royale Giant deck because we see Fisherman here. Wouldn't make too much sense to see Fisherman with just like a giant skeleton deck without Royale Giant. Unless it is Graveyard. I mean, there is that slight possibility. I think it's better for me to go in for a Goblin Drill right now because we just baited out his Barbarian Barrel. Barbarian Barrel is one of those best counters to Goblins and Goblin Drill because it just cleans up the Goblins quite quickly. And if he doesn't have that, it's going to be in a world of pain. The Goblins will spawn on the tower directly away from the Archer Queen. Nice damage. Look at that value, baby. Yes, sirs. I think we're going to eat some of the Zappies damage, and then we're going to go for a P.E.K.K.A directly on top of the Archer Queen to be able to hopefully just tap it down quick. It might target the Zappy by accident. Okay. We're fine. It's all good. We should be able to one-shot that with the P.E.K.K.A and the tower, so it's not too bad. I can go for a Golden Knight dash on top of the tower and hopefully hit the archers as well. That'd be very nice. Yo, that's so unfair. And that's why Golden Knight is really broken in the meta right now. He's spamming the CRL emoji so sarcastically because he hates that card. So if you don't like archers, which is the best card in Clash Royale right now, Golden Knight can dash onto them, and because they get really close to the tower, since there's multiple of them on the field, you get better value. So that's why Golden Knight can dash a little bit more reliably on archers and towards your opponent's tower, because there's so many of them on the map. There's multi-leapfrog targets for the Golden Knight to dash from. So he's going to lose his Royale Giant there, despite us not even having P.E.K.K.A in the field. Like, we had a field day on his RG. That was pretty cool. Also, we know what he's going to do, right? He's going to try to go in for something with this, so I want to make sure he can't. So I'm going to go in for a Goblin Drill here, and then I'm going to go in for a Golden Knight. Generally, you want to counter push with your Fisherman, but he's not able to right now. He's going to go in for a Giant Skeleton, and then just stop the Golden Knight from jumping over the river and then like locking onto his tower. The Giant Skeleton is like the best card to counter it because it's so thick, so it's hard for the Golden Knight to dash through. So that's why he did that. I'm going to go in for a P.E.K.K.A here, and because I've got Tornado and then like another building, I'm pretty confident that we can take out his tower with this Tornado and damage back his Royale Giant as well. Wait. It's going to dash onto the Fisherman and hit the tower. Oh, come on. That was way too close. Anyway, with 15 seconds remaining, can I just hold the door with Tombstones, Tornadoes, and Goblins and like not let you do anything? What if your Fisherman just consistently pulls itself back? All of your units are dallying on the Golden Knight and then also the Tombstone Skeletons. You get no value. So that was a really fun game. Probably not so much for him, but as you guys can see, if you play against a Royale Giant deck or a big beatdown deck, there's no chance they ever break through you, which are the majority of the decks that you're going to be playing on ladder because no one really has that much patience and they all want to run decks that take towers quick. Beating down that big beatdown deck puts us at 4,400 in the world. Getting into the game, our opponent is just going to go for a Bandit and we split our archers up. So not going to be that much from our opponent right now. It's just going to be a 3 elixir investment. Oh, let's go. I cannot believe that the archer was protected by skeletons. They wanted to sacrifice themselves a second time. First they die to become skeletons, and then they die again for the archer. They're like, what stays alive needs to stay alive. And unfortunately, the archer died. But, you know, it stayed alive a little bit longer, and the skeletons didn't have to watch them fall at least. That's cool. Wait, if I go for the Executioner there, it should be lined up with his Electro Wizard, right? Okay, I'm going to go Goblins here as well, just to be able to do a lot of damage on top of the Electro Wizard. And I think that he doesn't get any damage on our tower. It's obvious that the P.E.K.K.A is going to be able to kill the Executioner, but it's okay. The Executioner should deserve to die sometimes. He can't always execute everyone. All right, do I go in for a P.E.K.K.A at the river since I think I'm going to be up a bit of elixir, and also his archers are out of cycle, and also archers are one of the best answers to our P.E.K.K.A, so if he splits the archers in the middle, he can distract, and he's not able to do that right now. Okay, easy King Tower activation. We're just going to wait for the Ram Rider to hit our tower, and then we go for the Tornado. And yeah, that's great. I think I just won. I just think the game's already over again. Because the archers are going to maul his tower, and that will at least do 1,000 damage, putting them into the danger zone where I can tornado his tower if they don't take it out. Oh, nah, they just take it out, so it's already over. GG. You can't break through P.E.K.K.A. Tornado and also Executioner with Tombstone. It's impossible. Imagine running Ram Rider into Tombstone, P.E.K.K.A. with Tornado, and also Goblin Drill. This is just a miserable matchup for my dude, and it couldn't have been any easier. While his Ram Rider ran right into counters, we rode off with a very easy win. And now we're at top 3,500 in the world. So this guy finished 264 in the world. Let's get a great game here. I'm gonna activate King Tower with the Fly Machine. I think it's worth it. There's a chance he's got Royal Giant, and that will make me happy. Looking like Expo. Looking like I'm a fool. He's got Fireball with a fast cycle with skeletons, and I just don't feel like that was the right decision to activate King Tower anymore. Can I just have a refund of my elixir? Because I got Fireballed on my tower. It hurt me a little bit. And then also Electro Spirit added some insult to injury. Wait. Oh my gosh. Are you not running Expo? There's a chance he's not running Expo. We now see a Hunter here. That might have been the best King Tower activation ever. There's a chance it wasn't the worst deal. So we're gonna get the piggies on the tower. The Hunter is something that I do kind of want to respond to, but don't at the same time. I think I'm just gonna go for a middle of the road play and drop my Goldenite in the middle, take some damage, but also not spend an absurd amount of elixir here. I don't think I want to go and preemptively click the ability because there's a chance he goes and drops a robust and sturdy card like the Fisherman. So that middle of the road play was pretty good, not really committing to the offense while also having a sturdy defense. I'm going to go for a Fly Machine here. It should be able to kill the Fisherman before it gets a shot on my tower, unless I'm very unlucky. Oh, wow, that was so weird. The fish popped right from the Fisherman as a death animation as soon as the Fisherman yoinked onto the tower. That was like one of the coolest surprise deaths that I've ever seen in my life. That plot twist was definitely something I have not seen before. So we're going to get that Goblin Cage in the middle just because I want to be able to defend against it, whatever this guy is going to throw down. And we'll go for Zappies in the back. Generally, if we're going to play against someone that's like top 200 in the world, I expect them to be cautious because that's how they got their high ranking, right? They're not just randomly spamming stuff at the river. No, they always have a plan of when they go in for their aggression. So we're going to go for our Royal Recruits at the river right now because his log is out of cycle, and we're trying to take this opportunity. I'm also going to try to split my Royal Hog so he doesn't get too much Fireball value, and he hasn't had any opportunity to go in for his Wing Condition, which is really cool for us. Also, I want to bait out a Fireball with this lone Flying Machine. That would be optimal for me. But he goes in for a Fisherman, blocks the Fly Machine, but wait, he messed up. He messed up so hard. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the Fly Machine was not getting targeted by the tower, so he had to overspend. This is really good because we can end up just eating some Hunter damage on the left-hand side because he's already done some damage to the right-hand side. Go for Royal Recruits again and keep up our advantage. It's hard for him to defend this because now he has to drop something up top to go and stop the Goldenite. Meanwhile, if he drops an Electro Spirit, then he doesn't have anything to chain on to all of our Royal Recruits. So it's quite a cool place for us to be in. Definitely just want to take that advantage and go and steamroll a little bit more with Royal Hogs. Get him to Fireball the Royal Hogs, then go for a Fly Machine right after. Oh, that was kind of smart, but also kind of weird at the same time because now you don't have Elixir for the Fireball after you decide to go and drop all that stuff at once. Did not expect you to have a Royal Giant attack, to be honest. I'm going to go for the Goldenite ability just to chain on to all those skeletons, finish off the Fisherman, and hit the Hunter as well. Wow, this guy has played super well, to be honest. He has not given me too many opportunities to go in. I'm going to go for Zappies here. I want to drop them up a little bit higher. He'll likely Fireball on them if I had to guess. That's totally fine. Now you don't have Fireball in cycle for a Royal Hogs counter push. So I'm going to go in for Royal Hogs. I want to go in for a Goldenite as well. I want to be able to chain onto all the stuff. I'm totally expecting him to go for Skeletons, and he does. Nice. That should chain onto the tower. Yo, if I go in for arrows right now, that's definitely going to be a very dead Hunter. The Hunter became the hunted, and the Goblin Cage is locked into the tower, loading up the damage. We only have 800 damage left on our tower, though, so I'm a little bit scared. I think I need to cycle back to arrows, and I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to go for Zappies here. I'm going to try to go in for a Goblin Cage up top, but at the same time, if I drop it too close to my Zappies, then they will get Fireballed all at once. I think I will walk away with the win. I'm going to go in for my Royal Hogs now and pierce him with the arrows and shut him down. GG and well played. We just beat a top 264 player in the world, and it was a pretty fun match. Maybe not for our opponent, though. He was yawning at the end. He's like, Jake, that game must have been so easy for you. Definitely not sarcasm from a salty opponent. So I'm going to go in for an Ice Spirit, and this guy's a part of the A clan. That is not an A tier play, bro, eating an Ice Spirit at the start, unless you got a huge, hefty deck. He missed one of the goblins. I think I get a hit, right? No, that's so lame. I thought for sure. Oh, this is going to be a Lava Hound deck. So we had some pretty easy matchups against people running Elixir Golem and Expo. But now We've evolved to be playing against a more difficult one. The dude is 100% going to have Lava Hound, which is not an easy matchup since we only have Firecracker to shoot up. Maybe you can go and count an Ice Spirit. Maybe you can go and counter the Mighty Miner Bomb, but I don't really think that those are great answers. So I'm going to Earthquake immediately on top of the Tombstone, and then I want to go and pop the bomb so I can rush the other side, maybe, hopefully, away from those. Not really going to work out as planned, but it's fine. It is what it is. We can get back to a Firecracker. Ideally, I want to eat the Lava Hound damage because it's minimalistic compared to the Hog Rider value, right? So I was hoping he would try to defend the Hog Rider with a suboptimal answer, and then we could defend with just like a Firecracker or an Ice Spirit against the Lava Hound. But it looks like we're in a tower trading position. There's nothing I can do here but sack my tower. If I went in for a bomb tower to go and counter, you know, the rest of his stuff, it would have just fallen apart because the balloon was getting tanked for by the Lava Hound, and I needed to kill the Lava Hound before I was able to go and target the balloon. So what do we do here? Maybe I can go for like an Ice Spirit, a Mighty Miner, and then maybe he's going to go in for a bad Skeleton Dragons, which we can rage and use our spam on. I'm just going to go for an EQ. I think that's the best play possible. If we can just eliminate the skeletons, that seems like we're going to be in a good position. He likely won't go in for anything with his Mega Minion. It's just going to die to our King Tower. Very nice. That's a wasted amount of 6 elixir from you. Because you went in for a Tombstone and you went in for the Mega Minion. He's going to go in for Barbarians really quick. So we just want to go in for like an Ice Spirit on the Skeleton Dragons and stop him from being able to have enough elixir for his Lava Hound. Since it is double elixir now, he would have been able to do that in double, but he can't do that in single. We're going to go for a high bomb tower so we can go pull that back so then the Firecracker is able to shoot the balloon. And then we can go for a Hog Rider afterward. And I think that he's not going to get a hit because the Firecracker is going to be able to pop off. He's definitely going to go in for a Tombstone, which we are going to go for a Rage on immediately. So then the Hog Rider can start hammering the tower real hard. Let's go, baby. We're in a pretty good spot because if I go Goblins here, and then I go in for a Mighty Miner, and then I go in for a Hog Rider, it's hard for him to defend everything at once. He's probably going to be freaking out for a sec. Especially if we can go and work our way to the other side with the Mighty Miner on the tower. Look at that! Yo! That was perfectly played. So all I have to do is defend this and I walk away with a win. That felt so satisfying. The Hog Rider was tanking for us. But if I go in for a bomb tower here and then cycle back to another bomb tower, is that a play? Is there a way? Is there a strategy here? Is there a potential? I think if I go in for the balloon, actually, I don't even need to. It's just 4 seconds. I'm completely okay. You can't take my tower, sir! Let's go. It's really satisfying taking a tower with the Mighty Miner, swerving Barbarians, and getting locked and loaded on the tower. Man, it must be frustrating for him because we only had Firecracker, and that's all we needed. Yo, we got a game against Light. What's up, dude? Hopefully the light is shining bright in your face and you can't see your screen. I'm going for an Ice Spirit here and a Miner, and we want to get some nice damage. If the Ice Spirit can just lock up some value for the Miner. Oh my gosh. Are you AFK? Nah, you're running Mortar. Okay. Well, Mortar is one of the more aggressive decks in Clash Royale because it's just such a quick card cycle that they're always spamming you. Pretty annoying to play against if you ask me. I'm going to go in for a Phoenix here so then we can kill the Mortar. Oh, it's dead, but it still hits me. See, like, what's up with that, man? I'll never understand those interactions with the Mortar. It was off the map, but it didn't want to be always off the map. It wanted to leave us a parting present. So we're going to go in for an Ice Spirit here and be able to stun the archers and then finish them off with a Golden Knight. Oh my gosh. So this is not a normal Mortar deck. It's Mortar Hog Rider with a minion horde. This is really crazy. So I would do anything to go and swap my Golden Boy for a Mighty Miner so I could go and use the 1 elixir ability here. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So there are some downsides of running a Golden Knight in this matchup specifically. But oh my gosh, the Mortar targeted my tower. I got it down slightly a little bit later. Oh, that's unfortunate. So now we're losing by 200 HP. I really don't want to lose this game. I want to win so bad right now. Please give it to me. We know he's going to go in for guards, so I kind of want to go for Miner here. I should have dropped in the back. I think he's going to drop his guards in the front. Oh, we swerved him. Even though he dropped it in the front, he wasn't having enough range to finish it off. Let's go. All right, we can go for a Golden Knight here, and then we kind of have to tornado this back. Otherwise, the bats are going to blast me. We can go for Ice Spear and Skeletons, and then hopefully finish off the Hog Rider with no hits. Oh, whoa. Wait, what? Yo, homie zapped, and he still didn't get a hit. That's crazy. That's the power of King Tower activations, my dudes. We're going for a bomb tower a little bit lower. It is able to splash onto the Mortar. Never drop your bomb tower directly at the river because then you're not using its full range. If you're not using the bomb tower's full range, guess what? Then the bomb tower is going to feel a little bit useless when your opponent drops something directly at the river, and then the river stuff locks directly on the bomb tower a little bit faster. it could be a disaster. I'm going to go for the tornado here. Should be able to pull back that and maybe go for skeletons here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to poison. Oh, wait, that was good. That was so bad, yet so good. It was good because it was actually able to hit the guards that it wouldn't have been able to hit otherwise, but I missed the tower. It was calculated. It was always calculated. I'm always calculating whenever I play Clash Royale, guys. With tornado here, we should be able to hit almost everything, and then I don't want to spend any extra elixir there at all. Wait, what if I go for skeletons with Golden Knight at the same time? And then should be able to go for like an Ice Spirit here as well. Go and click the Golden Knight dash. Make sure that the mortar misses most of our stuff. Do I want to go in for a Phoenix here? I think that's going to be our best bet. Look at the skeletons! Yo, little Larry giving us the value. I appreciate it. We're definitely going to go and hit him up with the bomb tower because it will retarget onto the mortar after it ends up killing everything else. I think with the King Tower activation, we can just ignore things that we typically wouldn't be able to, right? Being able to ignore those guards is just quite cool. All right, he's going to go in for a Royal... he's going to go in for a Minion Horde soon because we don't have Poison and Cycle anymore. I really thought he was going to go for Minion Horde, but he didn't want to do it. We go Bomb Tower here. We can go in for a Tornado and then go and click the Golden Knight ability really quickly before he's ready. Yo, it should dash on the tower. I think he's dead. I love it. So if you know your opponent's card cycle and you know they don't have an actual answer, just click your Golden Knight dash and you will dash through with a dominant W. GG and well played to our opponent, and credit where credit is due. He's running a cool deck, but you know, there's not much he can do if the Golden Knight's going to dash through and he doesn't have ground responses. That dominant win puts us at 4,200 in the world. He's not going to be cycling anything at the start, unfortunately. Love blasting our opponents into oblivion with our Sparky. And we shall see what he wants to do. If we go for our Sparky in the back into Zappies, it's kind of cool because the Zappies, yeah, they reset my Sparky, but they don't fire fast enough and their range isn't long enough, so the Sparky is going to have a field day. Let's go. So is he going to spam on the other side? No, he's going to go Giant Skeleton, same side, adventurously into the Sparky. Quite cool for me. What do we do? Do we go Mighty Miner? Do I go in for Mini Pack on the other side? I kind of want to do a dual lane pressure because I have Rage and it's hard for him to defend that. Yo, he's going to go and pull the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's marvelous. That makes me so happy. I don't want to do anything else. I'd rather go in for like minions afterward and just eat the hunter damage and then go in for like a rage with our minions so I can devour the Skeleton King quick and then maybe have the minions walk onto the tower. Okay, that wasn't near as good as I thought it would be. Well played from our opponent. Credit where credit is due. He got 800 damage advantage on that and he played it pretty well. However, he doesn't have the right card cycle anymore. His Fisherman is out of cycle. His Hunter should be back in cycle soon. So how do we want to play this? I think we go Sparky and then Giant at the river and then blast his Hunter. And then if we blast his Hunter, we're in a pretty good spot. He can't go in for too much here. I mean, he might be able to get back to his Fisherman quite soon. I think he will get back to his Fisherman. We go in for our Giant and then we go in for like a Mini P.E.K.K.A. as well. So then hopefully it goes and pulls that again. Jeez, dude. The fact that that's consistently happening for me just makes me so happy. I'm going to go for arrows so then the Sparky isn't going to get incinerated by skeletons. And then we can go in for a rage as well just to finish them off a little bit faster. Come on. Yo! It hit like the skeletons and the hunter at the same time. Did you guys see that? I'm in disbelief that it still hit the hunter. How did the skeletons maneuver their way to go and into the hunter so then the hunter just decided to not live any longer? That was the weirdest interaction ever, but it worked in my favor. So I'm going to go in for the Sparky when I get the chance, and we'll see what he decides to do. If he goes and spams Royal Giant on the other side, we can Mighty Miner, because I think he's going to save his Fisherman for our Giant. So what are you going to do, my man? We can go for a Giant in the back. We can also follow up with the Mighty Miner. We can go in for a Mini P.E.K.K.A. There's so many different things I can do here. What do we want? Yeah, I think I'm going to go Mini P.E.K.K.A. again, and I'm going to go in for minions, and I'm going to rage up the Sparky, so then the Sparky is going to be able to kill all the skeletons. Then I'm going to go Mighty Miner here, and then I think I can get away with Zappies afterward. I think the Zappies will still be able to pull everything. He's going to go Skeleton King ability, which is a little bit annoying, but we have arrows for a reason. Yo, I think the Sparky's going to hit the Hunter, and if the Sparky hits the Hunter, it's going to stay alive, and then we can get even extra value because he's going to go for a Fisherman and have to go for Zappies as well after. So we can just keep up the pressure here. Because he can't Royal Giant since he just cycled his Fisherman. If he goes Royal Giant, he's going to go right into a Mini P.E.K.K.A. I want to see him do a bad play, but he's not going for it. Bit unfortunate. Wait, what if I do this? What if I go for one of these? Minions, Mini P.E.K.K.A., and then go other side. And then I rage this up. Raging up the Mini P.E.K.K.A. is always going to be a valuable interaction for us because it's going to be able to kill the Skeleton King. Mini P.E.K.K.A. should lock tower too. Okay, yep, that's one shot. A little bit more, please. I'll eat the giant skeleton damage because it doesn't matter to me. I want to be able to take out the right-hand tower optimally. He's probably going to go in for a Royal Giant here, and we can go Zappies. Or we could just drop our Zap. Oh! Graveyard. Wow, I thought it was Royal Giant. For the longest time, I thought this was a Royal Giant player. What am I playing against? Oh my gosh, he's going to pull the Giant closer to his tower. Yo! Well, he's probably dead now. This is pretty funny, though. I'm going to go in for arrows here with the raged up Giant. I think we're going to go and spank this man silly. Yo, the Sparky's going to blast him. The Sparky's... What? No. Come on, man. That's a joke, right? How did the Sparky not hit that? Yo, that's unfair. That's unreasonable. That's unfathomable. So we have to wait for the skeletons to start accumulating. Then we can rage up our tower to finish it off. I can't believe that worked out so well for him. Okay, so we got to go in for this. Then we can go in for the Mighty Miner in the middle. And then make sure that he pulls that instead of pulling our Giant optimally. All right, we can arrows here. Maybe be able to finish off the Zappies with a raged up Mighty Miner. I don't know how else it's going to work. We want to get more damage, but it's not really working out, guys. We got to go for like a Mini P.E.K.K.A. and then Zappies. He's going to go Giant on the other side. I need to go in for a Goblin Giant, or I need to go for our regular Giant here. I wish it was a Goblin Giant because we'd be able to remove all the distractions. Woo, this game is really coming down to the wire. We're going to rage up our tower here. We should be able to finish it off. He's not going to be able to take it out immediately. 300 HP in a meme. 300 HP in a dream. Please let me win. Please let me win. We're going to go for arrows here, and then we're going to rage it up, and I think I will walk with a W. I don't think he's able to do enough damage with the graveyard. We can get minions down here in the nick of time. He's going to go for a snowball. I hope the skeletons don't do enough damage. We barely win at 8 HP. Let's go, baby. That was quite possibly one of the closest games I've ever had in my life. Skeleton swarming me on the final second of the game, and we pulled out the juicy victory. When I was using this deck, I won 5 games in a row, and the very last win puts us pretty high up in the world at 4,200. I hope you enjoyed the variety of different decks today, and if you enjoyed any deck specifically, make sure to check out the pinned comment for a full video on each one of the decks. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.